Hello students, my name is Askar Khan and I'm here to help you out in understanding the concepts of this lesson. And I'm sure by the end of this lesson, you will be able to understand the concepts of this lesson. And please do subscribe to this channel, Wisdom Outline, and click the like button. And I would love to hear the comments from you, which you can write in the comment section below. And do share this channel with one and all. So happy learning. Welcome to the lesson. Hello students, welcome to another lesson on solving equations. My name is Askar Khan and I am the one who's explaining this lesson to you and helping you understand the concepts of this lesson. So in this lesson, we'll be studying about solving two-step equations. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to solve two-step equations in one variable. So good luck and let's dive into the lesson. Before we get into solving equations, let us brush up our concepts of from our lower grades. What is the order of operations? First, we will deal with parentheses. Second, we will deal with exponents. Remember that? Third, we are going to deal with multiplication or division starting from left to right. Then, we are going to deal with addition or subtraction starting from left to right. Now, this is the order of operation that we have studied in our lower grades. However, when we are coming to solving equations, when we have to solve equations, what we will do is we will reverse the order of operations. We will first remove addition or or subtraction, then we will remove multiplication or division, then exponents and then parentheses. So remember, when you are solving equations, the order of operations with which you deal with is reversed. We also learnt in our lower grades and in the previous lesson also, how will you remove addition? What is the inverse of addition? It's subtraction. So you will minus it. How will you remove subtraction? By addition. What is the inverse of multiplication? Division. And what is the inverse of division? Multiplication. So remember these facts before we get into solving the problems. Let's try to solve this equation. What is the solution of 2x plus 3 is equal to 15? What does this mean? First of all, 2 times x plus 3 is equal to 15. That means 2 is multiplied with x and then added to 3 is equal to 15. So we are supposed to solve for x. Remember the first step in solving an equation? Isolate the variable. Keep the variable alone. Now, if we have to keep the variable alone, then we have to remove everything that is associated with the variable. Now, in this case, 2 is multiplied with x and 3 is added to 2x. So, there is multiplication and there is addition. And we are solving the equation. So, can you guess what is it that we will remove first? Is it multiplication or addition? Remember, in solving equations, we perform the order of operations in the reverse. So we will remove plus 3 first. How will you remove plus 3? It is by subtracting 3 on both sides of the equation. Because anything that you do on one side of the equal sign, you must do the same thing on the other side of the equal sign. So we will remove plus 3 by subtracting minus 3 on both sides. So what happens? Plus 3 and minus 3 cancels, and we are left with 2 times x is equal to 15 minus 3, that's 12. Now 2 is multiplied with x. We have to remove the 2. We have to remove the multiplication. How will you remove multiplication? What is the inverse of multiplication? It's division. So we will divide by 2 on both sides. So 2 and 2 cancels over here. We are left with x is equal to 12 divided by 2 is 6. So this is the solution of the equation. So do you get how we solve two-step equations? So we perform 2 steps. One, we subtracted 3 and then we divided by 2. So these are the 2 steps that were involved in solving this equation. Now let me check whether you have got it or not. What is the solution of 5 is equal to t over 2, that is t divided by 2, minus 3? Can you give a try? You can hit the pause button, work it out on your own, and then click the play button to see whether you have landed up with the right way of solving this equation. Great, you must have done it. Let's check your work now. Let's write down the equation first. 5 is equal to t over 2 minus 3. So we have to solve this equation, meaning keep the t alone, isolate the t, remove everything what is coming along t. So t is divided by 2, subtracted by 3. So which is the operation that you will remove first? You will remove minus 3 first. Remember, it's the reverse order. So how will you remove minus 3? It is by adding 3 on both sides of the equation. So what do we get? Minus 3 and plus 3 cancels. We have 5 plus 3 is 8 equal to t divided by 2. Now, how will you remove division? It's by multiplication. So we will multiply by 2 on both sides of the equation. So 2 divided by 2 is 1. We are left with t is equal to 8 times 2 is 16. So this is the solution of the equation. Wonderful. You must have got it right because you are getting smarter day by day. So let's move on now with another question. Now let's try this in a real world scenario using an equation as a model. You are making a bulletin board to advertise community service opportunities in your town. You plan to use half a sheet of construction paper for each ad. So for each ad, how much paper are you using? Half a sheet of paper. You need 5 sheets of construction paper for a title banner. You have 18 sheets of construction paper. How many ads can you make? First and the foremost thing, let us model this big paragraph into the form of an equation. Let us represent this as an equation. So in order to do that, let us have the facts in place. Each ad takes how much paper? Half a sheet of paper. So let A be the number of ads you can make. So let A be the number of ads you are going to make. Number of ads. So we are representing the number of ads with the variable A. Now each ad is going to take how much paper? Half a sheet of paper. So half of A. And you need 5 sheets of construction paper for a title bar. So add 5 sheets of construction paper to this. Total, how many sheets of paper do you have? You have 18 sheets of paper. So this whole question is represented as an equation now. So from here, it's pretty easy to move on. You need to find the number of adds. You need to find the variable A. So isolate the variable. So which is the first operation that you will perform? Will you perform multiplication first, or will you remove the addition first? You will remove the addition first. How? By subtracting 5 on both sides. So what happens? Plus 5 and minus 5 cancels. You are left with half times A is equal to 18 minus 5, that happens to be 13. Now, how will you remove the half? It's a fraction, correct? Or how will you remove the division, that is 2? Multiply by 2 on both sides. So let's multiply by 2 on both sides of the equation. So that 2 and 2 cancels. We are left with A is equal to 13 times 2, which is 26. So you will land up, or you can make 26 community service advertisements for the bulletin board. So the basic idea is represent the whole paragraph, the whole problem, model it as an equation. Once you model it as an equation, it becomes very easy to find the variable. Let's see whether you got it or not. Let's use the same basic problem as before, the community service problem. Suppose you need 1/4 of a sheet of paper for each ad and 4 full sheets for the title banner in problem 2, in the previous problem. How many ads can you make? So the same way, let A be the number of ads that you are going to make. Now this time, each ad needs how much of paper? 1/4 of paper. So 1/4 times A. And how many sheets of paper you need to make the ad? 4 sheets of paper. And the total sheets you are given are 18. Same as the previous problem. So now from here, can you move on doing the problem? Which is the operation that you're going to remove first? It's plus 4. How? Minus 4 on both sides. So plus 4 and minus 4 cancels. We are left with 1/4A is equal to 18 minus 4 is 14. And how will you remove the 4 that is divided? You will remove it by multiplying by 4 on both sides. Remember, division is removed by multiplication. So 4 and 4 cancels. We are left with A is equal to 14 times 4 is 56 ads. So this time you can make 56 ads. Great going. Let's move on and try more problems. Let's try this, solving with 2 terms in the numerator. What is the solution of x minus 7, the whole thing is divided by 3, is equal to negative 12 or minus 12. So now, let's look at this. On the denominator, we have 2 terms. Let's rewrite this equation. X minus 7, the whole thing is divided by 3, is equal to negative 12. How are we going to solve this? Always remember, whenever there is a division sign for the whole thing, it is like the parenthesis over here. So the same thing can be written as x minus 7 divided by 3 equals minus 12. These two are the same way, just to make you understand. So let's focus over here itself now in this part. This is just to make you understand how this is looking like. Now, so which is the operation that you will remove first? You will remove division first. Remember, in the reverse of the order of operations when you're solving equations. Now, how will you remove division? It's by multiplication. So we multiply by 3 on both sides of the equation. So what happens? This 3 cancels with this 3, and of course this is in brackets, and we are left with x minus 7 is equal to negative 12 times 3 is negative 36. Now from here you pretty much know how to proceed. How will you remove negative 7? By adding 7 on both sides of the equation. And x now is going to be negative 36 plus 7. Simplify and you get negative 29. So the only new thing which you learned is about this whole division. You can think of this in this way and it gets pretty easy to solve. Now let me see whether you have got it or not. So what did you get? What is the solution of 6 is equal to x minus 2 over 4? Can you try it out? Hit the pause button, give a try, and then play the button to see whether your work and my work is the same. Let's move on now. So x minus 2, let's rewrite the whole equation. X minus 2, the whole thing is divided by 4 is equal to 6. So what is the first thing you will remove? You will remove the division of 4. How will you remove division? Multiplying by 4 on both sides. So 4 cancels with 4. You're left with x minus 2 is equal to 6 times 4, 24. Now, how will you remove the minus 2? By adding 2 on both sides. So you add 2 on both sides. So what do we get? X is equal to 26. That is the solution of this equation. Wonderful. I am sure you have got it right because you are a brilliant student, and keep working. Let's try another one. Let's try this. What is the solution of minus t plus 8 is equal to 3? Let's rewrite this equation over here. If you observe, the t has no number with it, no coefficient. So if there's no coefficient written, what is the coefficient? It's 1. Remember that from here onwards. So let's write down this whole equation once again. Minus t plus 8 is equal to 3. So this is same as 1t, negative 1t. So what is the first operation that you're going to remove? You're going to remove plus 8. And how are you going to do that? Minus 8 on both sides. So what are we left with? We are left with negative 1t is equal to 3 minus 8, which is negative 5. Now this is negative 1 times t. How will you remove multiplication? It is by division. So we divide by negative 1 on both sides of the equation. So negative 1 divided by negative 1 cancels. We are left with t is equal to Negative 5 divided by negative 1, negative divided by negative is positive, 5 divided by 1 is 5. So we are left with t is equal to 5. Wonderful. Now let me see whether you have got it or not. Come on, let's try this out. What is the solution of x over 3 minus 5 is equal to 4? Let's rewrite this. X over 3, meaning x divided by 3, minus 5 equal to 4. Now let's be quick over here. What is it that you're going to remove? You're going to remove minus 5 first. How are you going to do that? By adding 5 on both sides of the equal sign. And minus 5 cancels with minus 5. What are you left with? You're left with x over 3 equal to 5 plus 4, 9. Now, how are you going to remove the 3 that is divided? You multiply by 3 on both sides. And then 3 and 3 cancels. What are you left with? X is equal to 9 times 3, 27. Excellent going. You got this right too. Very good. With this, we complete this lesson of solving two-step equations. Wonderful learning, guys. Remember, right? You keep practicing because your results will be in proportion to the efforts that you put in, and practice makes one perfect. So keep moving on, keep trying, never give up. Even if you are making some mistakes, check where you're going wrong and overcome your mistakes, and eventually you will see that you are improving day by day. So thank you very much for watching this video. Subscribe to my channel, Wisdom Outlined, and to my self-help channel, Principles Outlined. Click the link button and do comment. Please leave your comments in the comment section below, and you can check out for the details in the next slide right away. My name is Askar Khan, and I run a math lessons YouTube channel called Wisdom Outlined. Please subscribe to this channel and click the like button and leave your comments in the comment section below, and do share with your friends and also with anybody whom you would like to. And then I also run a self-help YouTube channel wherein I explain to you the principles of getting effective, and that is on Principles Outlined YouTube channel. Do subscribe to this channel and click the like button and share this video with one and all. I tutor math to high school students. You can take down my number over here, 00966 507 081702. And this is my Wisdom Outlined coaching. So you can contact me, you can WhatsApp me if you need help in mathematics. Thank you very much for watching this video, and have a nice day.